I guess that's the mission briefing. We finished watching the rest now. Let's go ahead and just start the game then. We got all the exposition and backstory on this. So, let's do it. Let me make sure my options save. Yes. You hear the birds fly away? They made it sound like when you hit start, he actually finished shooting himself right there in front of the grave. Oh, this is a new one. What's going on here? Ocean of Gossip.
Now, if you're just tuning in, you must be thinking, these guys are crazy. What are they staring at that pile of seaweed for?
Sure is what I'm thinking.
Well, what you're actually looking at is an octopus.
Oh.
These guys are masters of camouflage. They can change color and skin texture. Some have even been observed walking on 2 arms and imitating a coconut.
They're nuts, all right.
Now, they mostly feed off of mussels, herring, and crab.
Expensive taste, huh?
When they're hungry or in some sort of danger, they haul some serious tail.
No, they haul all 8 arms.
That's right. And if we're lucky, it's called jet propulsion. It's the only time you'll see an octopus go fast. And I mean real fast.
Really intelligent creatures. Really... Hey, where'd it go?
Yeah. I wouldn't recommend keeping these guys as pets. They often find their way out of captivity.
Really intelligent creatures.
Does that say 8 prosthetic hands or arms? These fucking dystopian commercials, man. Let that octopus TV show play because there's that little like animal nature thing with centering on the octopus play because it actually kind of relevant to something that we may or may not see on the stream, on today's stream, I should say. The whole camouflage is, you know, octopus or octopi, plural for octopus, octopi being masters of camouflage. It's actually relevant to something that happens in game later. We're not going to get to it. I just realized it's way too far away. We're not going to get to it, but still, it eventually becomes relevant.
What? What the fuck?
I was waiting for like an explosion, something. Okay, here we go again. In the not-too-distant future, on a tired battlefield, war has become routine. For reasons that were just explained in the mission briefing. We're barely starting at 1 hour in. I think I'm going to separate the video here and make that a Hideo Kojima game. Make the first hour be called the prologue on YouTube, and then from here on will be called part 1. Here we go, David Hayter again as Snake, of course. He voiced Big Boss in the last one. Patrick Zimmerman, love him as Ocelot. Jennifer Hale is back. I don't know if she was in MGS3, but she was in 2, at least. I don't remember who she voiced, though. Christopher Randolph. Debbie Mae West. And Paul Aiding as the Colonel, of course. Who was she again, though? Quentin Flynn coming back. For those who don't know, Quentin Flynn voiced Raiden. I don't know who he's gonna voice in this game, but maybe Raiden comes back, who knows? Phil Lamar. I recognize that name too, I just don't know from where. Richard Doyle.
War has changed. It's no longer about nations, ideologies, or ethnicity. It's an endless series of proxy battles fought by mercenaries and machines. War and its consumption of life has become a well-oiled machine. War has changed. ID tag soldiers carry ID tagged weapons, use ID tag gear. Nanomachines inside their bodies enhance and regulate their abilities. Genetic control, information control, emotion control, battlefield control. Everything is monitored and kept under control.
But whose control? Ocelot?
War
The Patriots?
has changed.
Who the fuck even knows
The age
anymore?
of deterrence has become the age of control. All in the name of averting catastrophe from weapons of mass destruction. And he who controls the battlefield controls history. War has changed. When the battlefield is under total control, war becomes routine.
It already jammed on him after 3 shots. These icons are big enough for this TV. I won't have to increase the size. What do we got? A ration? Military issue portable MRE. Meal ready to eat. Restores life and psyche when eaten. Oh, it's not stamina. That bar underneath the health bar anymore, like in MGS3, it's psyche now. Open the item window and press the OK button to use. When equipped, the ration will automatically be used when your life gauge reaches 0. Just like before. No more having to eat shit.
Are you okay?
Stun knife.
It's too dangerous to stay in one spot. Get prepped, then get out of there as soon as possible.
No shit. A knife equipped with stun gun functionality. Ready the knife with the L1 button. Use the R1 button to strike with the blade. And the R2 button to emit an electric shock attack. So you stab the dude and then you tase him? The stun gun cannot emit a shock until its charge meter is full. Holy shit. Okay. Get the hell out of here. Oh, that's just to stick to the wall. That doesn't actually open it. Where the hell do I gotta go? I have no idea where to go.
The truck, Snake. Try going under it.
Oh, of course. I don't remember shit about this game. I haven't played it in like 2008. That was 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Almost 15 years maybe since I played this game.
Chopper! We're surrounded! Damn it, they've got us surrounded! We're being followed. Use the RPGs! Everyone, keep cool! Get a hold of yourself!
Checkpoint. Middle East Ground Zero. hell's gonna keep me from getting shot to shit?
To make a weapon available for use, ready it by selecting weapons from the menu screen.
Fired. Weapon acquired AK-102. Assault rifle ready with the L1 button, fire it with the R1. Press triangle while aiming to use the sight. Okay. Open the window and press the triangle button to switch between stun and full auto. This is what he means. You have to equip it like this, basically. It's just like the backpack in MGS3, basically. Well, yeah, it says right there, backpack. Handguns, submachine guns, rifles, other firearms, and explosives, etc. Items. Backpack, we got an iPod. What else? Oh, that's it, all items. Apple iPod. 30 gigabytes. Back when that used to be impressive. Now it's not even the smallest size you can buy for these things. I mean, they don't even sell iPods anymore. They're straight up just iPhones now, right? Apple iPod. See, something else that started with this era of gaming is product placements. Endorsement of, you know, real-life products. Integration and endorsement of real-life products into video games. Like, Final Fantasy 15 is a good example. There's a bunch of real-life products in that game that are part of the game's universe that are integrated into it basically as basically a commercial. Like the camping equipment and all that. Oh cool, here's where you change all that stuff I changed on okay. Yeah, the TV I had back when I first played this game, the icons were so small I had to change it to large, but for this TV, no, we're good. I didn't have an HD TV when I first got a PS3, I still had like a CRT. I was playing on AV instead of an HDMI cable. This is actually gonna be my first time playing this game on full HDMI. I just thought of that. Walk path, destination, wind direction. Wind direction matters for enemies that can detect you by smell, like dogs. I'm gonna save often because I do want to try the challenge for not triggering a single alert and not killing a single person or living creature of any kind, basically. So I can get the bandana for infinite ammo and the stealth camouflage in one go. I'm gonna try it. Okay, so here's Kodak. Autocon's our only contact that we know for now. So what to select to? Alright, if I can just use the codec from the pause menu, there's no need to change it to select if I can just do this. At least once I get used to the controls. Open item window, aim weapon, zoom in and out. I'm using the scope, okay. Walk, run, weapon, use weapon. Without weapon, push R1 for CQT. Triangle special action when it's displayed. With weapon drawn, first person view. And then reload is circle. Square is switch auto aim on and off. X is crouch or crawl. Short press, long press. Oh, I see. While running roll. Yeah, I saw that. Okay. Pretty straightforward. Clearly better equipped than these guys.
Hit him hard!
They have way better gear. You can tell just by looking at them. These rebels hardly stand a chance. But goddammit if they don't try, right? gotta go.
Head north, and try not to run into any gecko along the way.
It's like they made little mini Metal Gears, which I guess are called Gecko, from what Otacon just said. Robots and machines are not considered living things by the rules of that thing, of what I just said, so I will shoot them with this. You gotta be careful though, I don't want to accidentally shoot a person. I thought it was gonna see me. Jesus. Scared the crap out of me. That part's a little hectic. I'm like, shit, don't spot me, don't spot me. I don't want to fail this challenge right away. It's gonna be hard to control my microphone volume meter for this game because cutscenes. This is where they start doing the whole cutscenes transitioning to gameplay and vice versa, like seamlessly. So. Oh no. Holding that soldier in its mouth like it's a fucking dinosaur, man. It even sounds like one. Oh, it's like a turtle on its back. Holy shit! There we go. That looks more like the snake we know, kind of. Old Snake. David Hayter. Not Solid Snake, Old Snake now. Shit. Fucking robots, man. A whole nother ballgame from just fighting against human soldiers. Is that a cardboard box? It is! Do the old trick, Snake! Use the cardboard box! Oh, he's not doing it. He's doing something else. No place to hide? I found this cigarette. Invalid target.
Look at this dude.
Oh, it's just a bunch of watermelons. We're fine. I guess it's a good thing he didn't choose to use the box. You can't fool robots like that, I guess. They look for heat signatures. Or something, because those watermelons were visible to the robot, but they weren't heat signatures. I mean, watermelons aren't hot. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Bad guys got an upgrade. They got giant fucking mechanical robot dinosaurs on their side now. Bipedal ones, like Metal Gears. We got an upgrade too. A sneaking suit that camouflages to whatever's touching it, basically. Like the watermelon in the wall there. Opening theme is called Love Theme. Is that what we just heard Little episode, I think? Maybe. Well, that was the intro for Metal Gear Solid 4. There you go. Hey, look, he doesn't litter! He's a responsible smoker. He's got a little, horrible cigarette trash can with him. Whatever the hell that thing is. I've never seen one of those in real life. I don't think I've seen somebody who smokes carry one of those things. They just kind of find the nearest ashtray out in public and throw it there instead. He's really cautious. He's checking to make sure that wasn't, like, booby-trapped. The gun, like, rigged to a bomb or a landmine or something. I guess if you didn't pick up an assault rifle before, you get one here in this scene. Because I didn't have to pick that up. So, we got one now. Whew. I think I will. You no longer have to call a certain codec frequency or whatever to save the game. You just save. So yeah, there might be times where you might hear an echo if I just can't reach the microphone to lower the volume, because I might have to have both hands on the controller for a lot of scenes that have interactivity, like pushing L1 to get the first-person point of view. And that was in Metal Gear Solid 3, but it was R1, not L1. Now R1 has served a different mechanic in cutscenes, which you'll find out about soon. I'd rather not spoil it, but L1 is used now for first-person. 3 days earlier. Oh my god, we are going to see the briefing again, aren't we? I was wrong. You just have to play through that intro first. Damn it, dude. Maybe, I don't know. Is he still looting Big Boss's great? Oh. I think he is. Here's his flashback to Metal Gear Solid 3's ending. When Big Boss saluted the boss's grave. What grave is he saluting though? Was it Big Boss? I don't know. They showed the name, I didn't see it. It was pretty dark. Can't see the name at all.
Otacon. Even the dead have ears.
Snake, we've got to go. You've got an old friend waiting for you.
Otacon. The test results.
Proteome analysis was positive, but the mRNA analysis turned up negative. The wrinkled skin, the hardened arteries. Your early aging symptoms look like classic Werner syndrome. But none of the tests were able to pinpoint the cause.
So,
Well, judging by how rapidly the aging has progressed, I'd say
a year at best, right?
yeah. Snake, let's try another doctor.
It won't make any difference. I'm not an ordinary man to begin with. Not to mention Fox die.
You're right.
Fuck, those button prompts are so subtle. I missed that one.
But we don't know where Naomi is.
Naomi.
I have to constantly stay focused on the top right of the screen so I don't miss that shit.
Snake.
This game also doesn't have trophies or achievements,
Good to see you.
because that wasn't a thing yet for PlayStation.
Well, I'm not a colonel anymore, Snake.
I figured the only place I'd see you dressed like that would be at your daughter's wedding. What are you doing these days?
I'm working for an organization under the UN Security Council. The Analysis and Assessment Staff of the PMC Oversight and Inspection Committee.
Yeah, I remember the resolution being passed a few years ago.
Snake, I came across some information in my work.
Yeah, the audio dialogue is so low. My microphone is not picking it up even when I don't lower the volume.
In the Middle East.
So it's not just you guys. Then this shit is hella loud, right? The fucking...
I'll explain along the way.
I don't know why they do that.
Got to stop him. Now. Before it's too late.
Liquid's made his move. We found him.
He's preparing to unleash his insurrection. Liquid is lying in wait in a Middle Eastern war zone. Track him down.
Well, they've been tracking Liquid for 5 fucking years and had no idea what the hell happened to him or where he's been since Metal Gear Solid 2. They have no clue. Alright, I want to go back to see the flashback we missed. Thankfully, we just saved. If it asks me again... Oh god, we are gonna have to sit through the fucking briefing again. God damn it, dude. If only I just hit new game instead of mission briefing. Alright. I want to see the flashback of this. Act 1 Liquid Sun. Hopefully there's a return to title screen button. I think there also might be a way to change the color of the user interface. So I can probably change it to a color that's less subtle, and then I won't miss those prompts anymore. I think, but I'm not sure. There might not be a way, actually. It's gonna look orange no matter what.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
There we go. We'll watch this in a minute. I just want to see the flashback in this. Thankfully it's not too far back. See. Exit the title screen. It's right after the save prompt, though. It's the one where he said something about Foxfire, right? So you guys can enjoy the cutscenes and the subtitles. I'm just gonna be glued to the top left and right so I don't miss button prompts like that. Basically. That's what I'm gonna do. Also, there is a function for that too. Like, it isn't just for fun, seeing the flashbacks by hitting the button prompts. I think you actually acquire, like, some of the in-game currency by doing that. By making sure you don't miss those. So that's not why I'm going back. I'm genuinely curious to see what the Foxfire flashback was, so...
Snake, we've got to go. You've got an old friend waiting for you.
Otacon. The test results.
Proteome analysis was positive, but the mRNA analysis turned up negative. wrinkled skin, the hardened arteries. Your early aging symptoms look like classic Werner syndrome. But none of the tests were able to pinpoint the cause.
So,
Well,
I
judging
thought
by how
R1
rapidly
was for
the aging has
flashbacks. So
progressed, I'd
that's-
say
a year at best, right?
yeah. Snake, let's try another doctor.
It won't make any difference. I'm not an ordinary man to begin with. Not to mention Fox die.
You're right. But we don't know where Naomi is.
Naomi.
I like how some of those flashbacks are from the Metal Gear Solid VR missions game.
Ah, Snake.
Some of the flashbacks are from when she's sitting in a desk where you can take pictures of her.
Good to see you.
Well, I'm not a colonel anymore, Snake.
I figured the only place I'd see you dressed like that would be at your daughter's wedding. What are you doing these days?
I'm working for an organization under the UN Security Council. The Analysis and Assessment Staff of the PMC Oversight and Inspection Committee.
Yeah, I remember the resolution being passed a few years ago.
Snake, I came across some information in my work.
Huh?
We found him. In the Middle East.
What?
I'll explain along the way. We've got to stop him. Now. Before it's too late.
Liquid's made his move. We found him.
He's preparing to unleash his insurrection. Liquid is lying in wait in a Middle Eastern war zone. Track him down.
It'd be interesting to one day maybe do a chronological run of these, right? Like play Metal Gear Solid 3 first, then Metal Gear 1, 2, Metal Gear Solid 2, and then 4. Maybe I might do that someday when I choose to replay these games.
Only 2 eggs today? Solidus must have taken the day off.
Yeah, this audio is consistently so quiet, I don't have to turn down my microphone anymore.
590-360 330 5305 48 82 446 652.
I guess that would change if I turned up my TV more, but I don't feel the need to yet. So like, see this? The music and everything, like, and when there's sound effects for like action sequences and stuff like that, it's fine. Just the dialogue is hella quiet, and there's nothing I can do about it. Oh, never mind, we don't actually sit through the whole briefing again. Okay. That is something optional that you just do from the title screen then, for the first act. I guess they did that because they figured some people, like we did, might have already sat through the whole thing from the main menu, and they don't want to put us through it again.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
What's the situation?
I'm just inside the city limits. This place is crawling with lizards.
Ah, AT Corps' unmanned bipedal weapons. Officially designated Irving by the US military. They've spread like wildfire among the PMCs. There are more of those things now in service than tanks. They've got tough armor plating and are highly agile to boot. Your best bet is to stay out of their sights.
Unmanned. Pretty soon they'll have put living, breathing soldiers out of work.
Even so, that's an awful lot of
Feels
gecko
too
for
real
this
again.
scenario. Their numbers exceed the war price for that region. It must have something to do with Liquid's arrival on the scene.
You really think he's here?
You'll have to find the Army's operatives and ask them yourself. Oh, and Snake, I went ahead and used the Mark II to scout out the area before your arrival. You'll find it up ahead.
Mark II?
It's a remote mobile terminal. Sonny and I built it. The Mark II will provide you with a map of the area as well as any battle situation data. You should find it before you do anything else.
Okay, got it.
The rendezvous point is marked on your map. I'll be waiting for you there.
Well, at least I'm not covering anybody else's face with my own now, with the webcam, because on the codec call, the webcam is on the right now, so... I am covering my own health bar, though, but I think that was true for Metal Gear Solid 3 as well. I guess I could move it to the top right, but... I'll just leave it where it is. I mean... You guys don't need to see my entire health bar. You'll know if I die anyway. Item acquired, Octo Camo. An advanced camouflage suit inspired by the mimicry ability of the octopus. I told you that commercial was relevant. If the wearer lies still or doesn't move when pressed up against the wall, the suit can imitate the color and texture of wall and ground surfaces, fooling both the naked eye and infrared sensors. So we couldn't use it before because we had a, you know, the rebel coat on. We were in disguise, right? But basically it works like this. There you go. We blend right in. The way that, they don't tell you about this, but the way to get rid of the camo so you can go back to the default. Hold on, I'm gonna actually fire this gun and give away my position. I think you have to, because the 6-axis thing, like that. You just wiggle the control a little bit, and you go right back to no camo. And the camo index, just like in Metal Gear Solid 3, is in the top right still, along with wind direction now. So you can still see how much you're blending in. So, you know, instead of annoyingly having to change outfits in the pause menu like in MGS3, now you just do this. It's 65% hidden. There's no easy gun this time to give me constant 80% camouflage anymore. So now I actually have to try to be stealthy like this. And look, even if you are not stuck to the wall, as long as your camo is somewhat like the surrounding environment, your camo index will stay a little bit higher than if you just go with default. 6%, let me see if that's true. No, never mind, you have to be sticking to a wall. So yeah, unless you're sticking to a wall, it's not gonna help you. Never mind. I thought it did. Oh shit. Oh, that is a map. I was like, how do you pull up the map? But I guess during action sequences, because my noise suppressor will keep sound effects off, it just captures voices. I won't turn down my audio mic so I can keep both hands on the controller, so I can look out for flashbacks and the L1 first-person point of view thing. So if they do talk, maybe you'll hear some echo, maybe not. I don't think you will, because like I said, the dialogue audio is super fucking quiet. But I apologize in advance if you do hear an echo once in a while during action sequences. I can have 3 hands, one on the microphone and 2 on my controller, unfortunately. It's a straight shot, I just have to watch out, make sure I don't get caught by these guys, basically. Alright, well let's save. I'm gonna do the backup save thing, too. There we go. I'll probably do what I did with MGS3 and just work with 5 backup saves. But I'll be saving pretty often because I want to try to get through this without getting caught, so... Warning, all progress upon reaching a checkpoint will be saved. Be aware that items and weapons acquired after the checkpoint will not be saved. So it's just like all the previous games. when you save, it just saves your last checkpoint, not right now in this instance, basically. It's the star, or whatever the hell that thing's called. Like Call of Duty, bro!
Avoid
camo.
unnecessary combat whenever possible.
Oh shit.
In this war, neither side is your enemy. There's no point whatsoever in you getting into a fight. Got it?
Yep. Arsenal compress. Medicinal compress. Effective against muscle aches, sore joints, and bruises. Okay. Restore psyche when used. That makes sense. Oh yeah, I didn't even comment on this because I didn't want to interrupt the cutscene, but yeah. Apparently Snake has developed, well, like you said, classic Werner syndrome, where it's a rapid aging genetic disease. If you look it up, you'll see the details on it. I looked it up when I first played this game after I heard about it. The cause is undetermined, of course, but you know, Snake's speculating it either has something to do with the fox dye still floating in his system from the Shadow Moses incident, or just the fact that he's not normal to begin with, like he said. The fact that he was basically an artificial, sort of almost a test tube baby, created artificially from Big Boss's DNA. He wasn't born naturally, or conceived naturally. So Snake kind of suspects that as being the cause, maybe. So when you're crawling this circle, they haven't explained it, but it's kind of like a third eye sort of instinctual presence thing. You see how it's kind of lifted there? Like there's a tiny little wave, a little hump there on that side of the circle? It's the game or Snake's instinct warning you that there's somebody in that direction, like that guy right there. So if you're getting really close to somebody and you haven't really noticed, you get on the ground like this and you'll see that the circle will lift up where in the direction of a person that can, you know, trigger an alert if they spot you. So if I crawled right up to one of those guys, that part of the circle nearest to them would be like spiking really high, saying, hey, you're about to touch this dude. He's gonna see you, basically. You only get that when crawling with him. Yeah, you don't get it when you're running around like this. I think you can still check bodies? Yes, you can. You don't have to put your weapon away anymore. You just do this. Let's see. What do we got? It no longer just floats above the ground twirling. It actually, you know, ammo, I guess. It actually, like, lands on the ground. Oh, you can't pick them up by their legs anymore. I don't know why. They'll flip them around first. A petro bomb? Oh, it's like an incendiary grenade. There's a shit ton of weapons in this game. I'm not gonna be reading everything, but... or like out loud anyway, because there's way too many. Okay. Stickies! Pack of cigarettes. The brand is the boss. Standard. Is that a real brand or is it a reference to MGS3? Use it when I need it. Portable music player. That is what an iPod is, yes. Play stored songs and radio programs in place of the default background music. You can replace the background music with your own selected music. I think you use the right stick to control the iPod. I feel like the... It's like a real life iPod from back then. Music? So how do you go back? Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Trying to figure it out. Artist. There's a fuck ton of shit on this. Oops. Damn it! Songs. Integral podcast. They have these podcasts you can play that will actually give you like behind the scenes looks or behind the scenes commentary from Hideo Kojima or a few other developers on how they design certain zones. They can be a little spoilery though, so you probably shouldn't listen to them your first time through. Maybe like a second playthrough like New Game Plus. You can get some really cool and interesting commentary on how they designed locations, characters, enemies. They'll talk about the story too, that's why I said it's spoilery. But yeah, you can listen to them as you go through the game, and it's pretty neat. Does it start playing if I just do this, or does it give me a...
And now, Metal Gear Solid 4 Integral Podcast.
Yeah. Anyway, like I said, we're not listening to that, but it is cool for a second playthrough. There's that song. What does it sound like? Any weebs in chat? This will have an interesting use later. I talked about Easter eggs. One of them involves playing this song at a certain time. Taking on the Shagohod? Well, now I know what that is. There's songs from previous games here, too. Yeah, so as you progress through the game, you get the other ones, and there's one for every act, so there's 5 podcasts, I believe. I listened to all of them during a playthrough once, so it's pretty cool. Setting, repeat all, or what? One, okay. Shuffle song, I'm on shuffle. Alright, cool. Yeah, we won't really be using that, but I wanted to show it a little bit. Wait, how do you remove it? There we go. We don't need these. I guess, for now, I don't have anything else to put on there. A petro bomb. See how this works. Then when you're on your back... Yeah, that's pretty simple. So... when you're like this, you can change from overhead, or what was the button again? R3 button assists between throwing above head or downward towards feet when lying on your back. Okay, how do you switch to... There was a certain button you could press to roll onto your back, right? I guess the... I better put this away before I blow myself up, but... what's the button for that? You can finally crouch walk. You're not forced into crawling unless you really want to crawl. So now you can actually do this. Finally. I don't know why the hell it took them till this game to do that. But yeah, I think, oh, there we go. Hold on. There we go! Wait, how do you just lie on your back though? What the fuck? You can just... Okay, so if I hold L1, I can strafe basically. The aim button, but without a weapon. And if you strafe when you're on the ground, you can crawl sideways, which is cool, or backwards, without changing direction. And you can roll. I don't know how to make it so you just lie on your back though. Like he always does the full roll. I'm not sure why. Can't get him to just stop and line us back. Oh well, whatever. I just wanted to try to throw the petrol bomb or whatever while on my back. I guess I won't be seeing how that works. I don't know how to stop myself.
Oh, please don't shoot!
My immersion! His generic receiving damage sound effects or voice effects.
Acting as a contact to local authorities, the Praying Mantis PMC recently restored governmental control to this sector. Utilizing arms tech Irving unmanned vehicles,
Arms tech, they're still around.
delivered a swift and decisive outcome. We hope you'll consider the Praying Mantis solution for all your future combat needs.
Literally advertising weapons on the battlefield. Even the soldiers in the middle of a war are exposed to commercials and advertising for weapons of war, of course, because what else would they care about in that moment? But it's just, oh my god. Very dystopian, isn't it? Even soldiers in the middle of a fucking war zone have to put up with fucking ads. Can you believe this shit? Did he roll again? Okay. Oh, the camera rotates as he rotates. That's kind of... It's gonna throw me off. A little. Oh shit. I didn't see that dude. Fuck him. Oh shh. Fuck this, I'm getting on the ground. See what I mean about the little hump there? In the circle? What the hell is this? you can crawl like the worm. The dance move, the worm. If you really don't want to be spotted, but want to keep moving, that's your option. Next area, Middle East Wrestling. This way or that way? The other way. You can do the worm, man. That's cool. Whew. Hey, Pop Fizz Live JQJ, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. What the hell was that? You need a contrast, dude? Well, it doesn't say I need it. Like, I mean, I know he ached his back just now, but like, I'm fine. The psyche bar's full. Shit, I better do that. I think he just gets tired if you sit like this too long or something, I don't know. A cardboard box. An ordinary cardboard box. Equipped to hide under the box and hide from enemies. I think in this game they can break down. Like if you get attacked, they'll actually break and you have to find a new one to replace it. I don't think you can actually like... just reuse it infinitely? I don't think so anyway. Keybox. Classic. Literally, the very first Metal Gear game had this fucking feature. Still here. Still a thing. Seems like weird spider hands. Oh, his psyche is going down, look. But I think because I'm on the easiest difficulty, it auto-regens anyway. So that would be when you use the compress then. Alright, fair enough. Where the hell am I going? Okay. Nothing. Hey, found another Russian. I don't think there's anybody here. Better be careful. Trying to get through this with no alerts, right? I failed to do that despite trying my best in every previous game, so. Regain. Tasty beverage with rejuvenating properties. Oh cool, it's another health item. That restores psyche too. I'll put that on then. Can't just swap it with... Oh god. I guess I have to do it like this. Oh, there we go. That's much better. That works. See a dude over there. I already have the camel at the ground here. The dirt and gravel. 85%, he won't see me. Builds up this ladder. Oh, I forgot to mention, I mean, I did kind of choke up a little when they talked about his rapid aging. Not only because of, you know, the rapid aging in and of itself, but, I mean, the fact that it's actually killing him. I mean, that's what aging is, right? He feels like he probably only has a year left to live because of how fast he's aging. I mean, it's tragic. Like, to just have a genetic disease like that pop up inside of you out of nowhere. It flips your life upside down. You think you still have a lot of life left in you, and then suddenly you get this? Like, fuck. What was this? Okay. What was... There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Compress. Good. Okay, coming back. Oh no, he's already headed back. I think we're good. Shit! I think that guy wasn't here. You can find a lot of shit. Like, there's a lot of loot all over the place, but... Game would take forever if I... There we go. If I tried to look through everything.
It's me, Snake. Snake, it's me.
Otacon.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Snake. Allow me to introduce Metal Gear
He
Mark
stole his line!
Metal Gear.
That's right. Just like Rex.
Sorry to keep you waiting. It's like a little mini Rex.
But this gear's not a weapon.
It's a remote mobile terminal designed to provide you with operational support.
Where are you?
I'm in the Nomad. Where else? I'll be watching you through the Mark II.
Wish I was good with gadgets.
Hey, I'll be with you in spirit. Anyway, because you had to dress up as a militiaman, I had the Mark II bring you some goodies. Starting with this. Put it on your left eye.
Looks like an eye patch.
I call it the Solid Eye.
I'm not gonna look like
It's
Big
an
Boss.
all-purpose goggle that displays radar images and other data in 3D. You can also switch it over to light-amplifying night vision.
Sean Connery. It's gonna be very useful for seeing in dark environments where I don't want to have to turn up the
Rebels are
brightness.
out there,
It looks like they've got the government's PMC troops beat, at least in numbers.
and this is their home turf.
Snake, I know this is a sneaking mission, but you'll need to protect yourself.
He's giving me a piece! I mean, I already have one. I got a rifle, but...
An operator.
I installed a suppressor.
That looks
And
familiar,
here's a
doesn't it?
tranquilizer gun.
How thoughtful.
It predates the implementation of the system. By some miracle, it was never recycled. It's getting tough these days finding decent guns that aren't controlled.
This is just like the scene in Metal Gear Solid 3 where he gets one of these for the first time. When, what's her name gives him one, right?
You coming?
Of course. I'll follow you wherever you go. Like this. I'll activate stealth so it doesn't attract any attention. If you need it, just bring up the start button menu.
Got it.
Snake, the informants who said they saw liquid here should be a little further up. Head for the rendezvous point. I've placed a mark on the radar in the upper right corner of the Solid Eye. It's a war zone out there. Stay on your toes.
Why not just... If you could still have the stealth camo technology for your little robot, why not give me that shit? You have to earn it. By beating the game without triggering alerts. Not a single one. But now that we have the Solid Eye, we actually have a radar. It's not like the Soliton radar, it's not as good, but it's better than nothing. It'll still more or less tell us when there's threats nearby or anything making a sound. So I'm not traveling blindly anymore. Mach 2 pistol, 22 caliber silenced pistol, fires anesthetic rounds. A non-lethal option, we finally have one. Press the triangle button while aiming to use the grip-mounted laser sight. Okay. And then the operator. It very much... I don't know if it's meant to be the same exact gun, but it's very similar to the one that Big Boss got from Eva in MGS3. Where he talks about how the craftsmanship is exquisite on it. The customization options too. A Solid Eye, an all-purpose goggle that combines the functions of several optical devices, all rolled into one basically, and supplies the wearer with a variety of tactical data. The organization to which a soldier or attack vehicle belongs is displayed in colored text. Blue text represents an ally. A color closer to red represents a hostile target. And no color would be, neutral. The Metal Gear Mach 2, a remote mobile terminal that follows Snake around, providing mission support. Equip it from the item window to enable manual control, useful for sending the gadget in Snake's place. Oh, like a little remote control scout. I think...
Snake, it's kind of a schlep, but I've sent you data on an alternate route. Follow the mark on your radar.
What they don't tell you is it drains battery. Oh shit, I should look up a guide to see where all the batteries are so I don't miss any. The extra batteries. 'Cause I think I missed one in Metal Gear Solid 3. But it was a blind playthrough. I wasn't gonna look up a fucking guide. And spoil things for myself. I only looked at a guide when I got stuck on a boss in that one. But I never looked ahead. Binos? What is it? Binocular mode? There we go. Night vision. Oh, you can't use both at the same time, though. This night vision is at least easy on the eyes, though. Not bad. Normal. I think even if you have it on normal, though, it does use up battery. Although a lot slower, though. Night vision drains it like a motherfucker. Yeah, but that's the only way you get a map, so... Shit. I think it recharges quickly. Oh, that's what it means. It helps you locate items easier, like that. How do you do it again? Was it square or X? Not X. Let me put the weapon away before I fucking use up a bullet trying to do this. It is X, you just have to hold the direction first.
The Mark II is more than just a communications terminal. It's got a lot of other functions as well. Try taking it for a spin. See for yourself what it can do.
This isn't 100% safe. I think it can trigger an alert. Oh, so that's to make a distraction for an enemy. And if you go too far, you will... You don't lose it, like, it just turns off and you go back to Snake. Did I just spin out? Oh, X is cancelled. So I think Candle wears out the battery faster though. And it shares battery life with the solid eye, I'm pretty sure. Oh, why'd it get so dark here? And when you push the pause menu, it says Metal Gear Mach 2 on the left. The pause menu is basically Snake looking at the, what's it called? If he's looking at the little LCD screen that flips out on the side for the little Mach 2, the little robot. And you see the pause menu, Snake sees that, the little camera in the bottom left, which is Sunny just kind of hanging out in her bedroom, I guess, on their airplane that's called the Nomad, I guess. We're getting bits of story from their dialogue. Well, background exposition or whatever. Holy shit, I'm gonna get blown up. I wanna look ahead though.
Snake, you're about to send the Mark II out of range. Watch out!
Again, nothing bad happens, you just go, you get forced back to Snake. Like that.
Snake, you've gone outside the Mark II's manual control area. If you need to maintain control, select the Mark II again from the item window.
I'll let the battery recharge. This will help me see where enemies are. And once I can confirm their location, I can switch back to rations and be fine. Basically. lucky because they could have seen me through the window when I did that. You gotta be careful not to do that. Not to check items when it's not safe. This game does a good job of depicting realistic, you know, warfare. Soldiers with PTSD, you know, getting scared shitless from what's going on. Yeah, war's pretty ugly. The game makes it painfully clear how ugly war is. It doesn't glorify it like other games do.
It's pretty dark in there. Switch the solid eye to night vision mode.
We have... I'll switch back and forth. I don't want to drain the battery. I see a shadow. See how it's blue? Like, it's subtle, but there's a little blue mark next to that guy's name. He's an ally. When you play on the easiest difficulty, the rebels are your allies. Any other difficulty, they're just neutral. So they can be enemies or allies depending on how you treat them. Like, if you give them a ration or share other supplies with them, they'll be your ally. Only the one you shared stuff with. And the rest of them won't be. But if you play on Liquid Easy, like I am, any non-PMC is essentially your ally. Automatically. You don't have to give them anything. You don't have to earn any kind of, like, respect with them or anything. It makes the game way easier. If you're playing on any other difficulty, it's pretty easy to get caught right there. I hid like you're supposed to, but I didn't have to, because they're considered allies, so... Eggs! Oh, never mind. It's not Resident Evil 4. We don't get eggs, we just get... other shit. Oh wait, what's that? Noodles? We got noodles. Yeah, we have too much shit now. Of course, that happened pretty quickly, didn't it? Let me reorganize this. Solid eye, Mach 2. A bowl of instant noodles. I didn't see the description though. What does it do? Steaming hot cup of instant noodles. Simply add boiling water. Let's stand and enjoy. Restores life, fit a psyche, and warms the body when consumed. Ooh. Alright then. Good to know. Maybe I'll just keep rations. I don't want to clutter my inventory too much. I'll try to manage it like I did with MGS3. There we go. I don't think I'll need it because of how I'm trying to play the game. No casualties. But just in case. See, it even tells you how much sound you're emitting. It's like the whole radar's range right there. But if I do this, a little bit less, and of course like this, nothing. We didn't get to hear their conversation because I fucked up. Here they come. Please don't come this way. Okay. See that blue hue? Yeah, they wouldn't have caught me anyway, but... I'm still trying to act like, you know, canonically you're not supposed to be seen by these guys either, so... I'm still trying to, like, stay out of sight, even though I don't have to on this difficulty. GSR. But it's locked, you can't use it right now because it's the ID tag system. The MK17. I'm telling you, there's too many fucking weapons. I'm not gonna read all the descriptions. This game has a fuck ton of weapons.
You're gonna be okay. It's not that bad. Just hang in there. It hurts bad. Get you patched up. Just hold on a little longer.
These voice actors sound familiar.
Damn it! Where are those freaks? What's that? You didn't see them. It's 4. Weird looking. What you talking about? The way they moved. It wasn't beasts. So many of them. So many.
It's very subtle, but it's those little blue squares you see there.
Okay, take it easy. Just don't try to talk. Hang in there.
That guy's neutral.
Who's that?
What's up?
Don't move. What? You again? Go!
See how he said you again? Because the game's basically pretending that I already gave him something as a show of, like, friendship. Like I handed him a ration. When I switched to ration, you saw there was a button prompt, I could have given him one. And then he would have been like, oh, you're pretty cool, you know? Go on your way. But he just said you again because he's, like, pretending that I already did that. We're already friends, so he just let me go. Like I said, on the easiest difficulty, you're already friends with some of the... But as long as they're not PMCs, I think they're basically marked as friends/allies. Theme of Tara from the original Metal Gear. Infiltration music known as Theme of Tara. Because Hideo Kojima verbalized the song's beat as ta-da during development. Like ta-da-ta-da-ta. We give that a listen and see what's fucked up. Oh Jesus, it's so blinding at first. So really what we're supposed to do, even if they're allies on this difficulty, we should either sneak by them or tranquilize their ass. Like that, basically. That was close. He almost triggered an alert. Almost. But it reminds me that I gotta save often to make sure that doesn't happen. I think between each act you also get a results screen that tells you. Oh fuck, I just realized it's been 2 hours. I forgot to take my little 5-10 minute break. Yeah, I got another 2 hours in me. Well, now it's gonna be a little shorter because I forgot to take my break, but yeah, I think I'm gonna cut the stream, or the video here, so I'll take a little break and then come back. Where is it? The BRB screen.